What is going on, everyone? My name is Jeff. So this is going to be broke up into two different videos. In this video, guys, we're going to talk about Twitter and Snapchat. You know, should you invest them? But make sure to also catch the next video, guys, because I'm gonna build a homemade social media ETF and I'm gonna start investing in it and building it here on the channel. So make sure you stick around and watch that video as well. But what I got pulled up right here, guys, is ticker symbol TWTR, Twitter stock. IPO'd back in 2013, guys, well over $40 a share and hitting over $50 on the first day of trading. Then it immediately traded up to well over $70 a share for a period of time. And then since that time, guys, Twitter has not been a very good investment. Dumping money into Twitter close to its IPO time could have been one of the worst decisions you ever made, because it has lost nearly 50% of its value from those all-time highs. And over the past 5 years, guys, you can see right here, it has really hit some lows. You know, like I said, I can remember just a couple of years ago when Twitter was trading around $11 and $12 a share. You know, really spent a couple of years trading in those teens and has doubled its market cap since then, but still not really getting the momentum we all thought this stock was going to get. I think there was a part of us back in 2013 that thought Twitter was going to be a real competitor to Facebook. They have never really showed up good on earnings. This is a company that has traded on downward guidance so many times. It seems like Twitter comes to an earnings report with lowered guidance and they miss, and then they come to the next earnings report with lowered guidance and then they miss, and then they come to the next earning report with lowered guidance and they finally beat. Twitter has been the type of company to underpromise and underdeliver. But since I've been on YouTube, I have not actually initiated coverage on Twitter, and I do think it is a good time to start building a position in, but also keep in mind, I want you heavily weighted in other stocks first. We're actually going to get more into that in the next video. I feel like Twitter is a very disruptive service, and I do believe social media is going to continue to grow as we move into the future. And they have failed to really build Twitter into the juggernaut that Facebook is, and it's not even really a competition at this point, okay? Facebook is so dominant to Twitter and Snapchat, I don't even feel like it's really worth mentioning most of the time, but I do want a piece of this company. So I'm gonna start my coverage on Twitter at a buy, but it is at much lower of a priority than Facebook or Google Class A. From a fundamental standpoint, Twitter is actually a profitable company with a positive operating margin. They have positive numbers on assets and equity, okay? So this is a company that is stable, has good profit margins, but like I said, just keep in mind, that is from almost 5 years of trading on lowered guidance. Another very attractive thing about Twitter, guys, is their balance sheet, okay? Holding $6.21 billion of total cash and only $2.72 billion of total debt. Now, Facebook probably has the best cash to debt ratio in the entire tech sector, so your dollar is better spent in Facebook, in my opinion. But this is a very attractive cash to debt ratio, and I give Twitter my blessing as a buy. Alright, now let's talk about Snapchat for a moment. Guys, Snapchat has just about every single problem you can possibly think of. So back in October, I made a full stock analysis video about Snapchat, and I actually gave them a sell rating around the $7.40 mark. And then it continued to trade down through the month of December, hitting some lows of well under $5 a share, and has since made a really nice recovery on a really good earnings report. But again, guys, as you can see from Snapchat's IPO, this stock has lost so much value and so much market space. And really, the entire social media sector has taken a hit in 2018, but I'm also going to rate Snapchat now as a buy, okay? I just want you to understand the importance of priority. If you don't have Facebook or Google Class A in your portfolio, I don't think you should own Twitter. If you don't have Twitter in your portfolio, I don't think you should own Snapchat yet. Okay, Snapchat is the highest risk position you can own, and this stock might spend a few years, trading down in these low levels. You don't want to take one good earnings report and run to the bank with it. Earnings have been so inconsistent in 2018, it's really hard to expect anything. But this is a big social media platform. I think it's ingrained into our culture, and a lot of people do use it on the daily. And while it's trading down at these really cheap prices, I do want to start taking a small position in Snapchat as well. Let's take a look at some of the fundamentals. So right here, guys, this tells the tale. This is why I was so bearish on Snapchat back in October. And like I said, there's still a big part of me that wants you owning better companies. Before you ever make an investment in Snapchat, I want you in Facebook and Google first, okay? As you can see, Snapchat has a lot of problems keeping their profit margin positive. Shoot, I wouldn't even mind if it was 20% negative, but the fact that it is a negative 100% profit operating margins, and that the return on assets and equity is both negative, you know, this company is really gonna have to turn things around to ever even think about becoming profitable. Now, one attractive thing that Snapchat does have going for it is its quarterly revenue growth is actually at a 36% clip right now. I do want to see them get 2 or maybe 3 consecutive good earnings reports and kind of clean up those profit margins a bit before I'm really gonna want some big money in this thing, because this is what it's all about. If you're buying Snapchat right now, you are inheriting all the risk. So you're kind of obeying that fundamental rule that, you know, where others are fearful, you should be greedy, and when others are greedy, that is a time for you to be fearful. Snapchat does have $1.28 billion of cash and only $16 million of debt. So they've done a lot of work there to really clean that up. And so when I see that, I see those numbers, guys, I know Snapchat is not going to go bankrupt anytime soon. But anyways, guys, that's all I got for the video. Again, going forward into the future, I do want a position in Twitter and Snapchat, and I do feel like they're ingrained in our culture and they're going to go with us into the future. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think, and be on the lookout for the next video, guys, because I'm going to show you my homemade social media ETF. As always, thank you so much for watching the video, and have a great day.